Right, just a short video for you today because it is the Easter holidays. I'm about to go into my favourite place, which is our local Danish public library, and I'll give you a wee tour around. I've got a few books to hand in, and I've got one to collect, a Woodhouse book which I've ordered from the other side of Denmark, and that has arrived. So anyway, I'm about to go in and I'll give you a wee quick tour. Right, so a wee video from one of my favourite places, the Danish library, and this is my favourite section of all. This is, well, first of all you have the English and American novels, you see them there, but the section that I'm interested in is not this section, it's the section on the other side. Remember, these are just English books. They also have, of course, Danish books and German crime and Swedish crime. I love the British and American crime books, or the Japanese ones in English. So this is the section that I always come to. Action and suspense and thrillers and crime fiction. Some of these might be familiar to you. And as you'll see, it's a really nice, bright library. And at the end of this section we have chick lit and romance. Oh, here's one might be familiar to you as well. Anyway, quickly hop over that. Anyway, let's go over to one of the other sections. But this is I just love this view. It's absolutely fantastic, the way everything just fades out into the distance. Right, and I think you can guess what this is. This is the geography section, but also if you're going on a trip, maybe you want to take some maps with you. Let's see what we've got here. Maps and all the usual things like Lonely Planet guides. A lot of them are in Danish, but of course a lot of them are in English or German. The Danes, when they don't read Danish, they usually read books in English. Right here, so we never buy any kind of tour guides. We just borrow them from the library, take them on our holidays, and then bring them back. And remember, the library books here, you can, hold on, let me just go through. There's Guernsey. The library books here, you normally borrow them for a month at a time, and then you can renew them for up to 6 months at a time, unless it's some kind of new book that everybody, you know, something that's just been released, and then usually there's like a 1 week or 2 week limit on it. Anyway, let's take a wee look somewhere else. Right, we're just walking our way down to the DVDs, but this is, of course, the music section, and I love these little lights here, really cool. And also that this is just a small selection. Of course, they have things downstairs, but you can also have a wee look underneath, and these are ones which are maybe not used so much. All nicely organised. Oh, and here's my ones for today. I've got Woodhouse, which I ordered. This actually came from a library on the other side of Denmark, but I ordered it, and it usually gets here within a few days, so that's for me to enjoy when we're off on Easter vacation. And P.D. James is always good, and I found this one of P.D. James. It's short stories, I think. You see, yeah, they're not very long, these ones, but I'm going to enjoy reading these 15 minutes at a time as part of my pamper time. Now, I'm about to take you into the children's section, but I'm not going to film there because I want to respect the privacy of the kids. Anyway, you can see that Harry Potter, of course, is a big influence in Denmark. This is just a section with fantasy books, so Harry Potter and that kind of thing. The library has fantastic areas where the kids can sit and get comfy, and look at that, they've even got a whole row of chargers, so you can charge while you sit and read a magazine. And if you don't want to sit on the sofa there, you can sit inside the little cubby holes actually in the bookshelves. Now here they are running a little competition. Do you remember the Gækkebrev that we made with Vibeke? Let's have a wee quiz. I'll read them aloud to you in English, and you can see what you think they are in, if you can guess what the answer is. So let's go with the first one. And the first one, this blue one here, it says, Mit navn der står med prikker. Jeg bor hos mand med den gule hat. Jeg en fræk lille æbekat. Jeg er nysgerrig i natur, derfor tager jeg en cykeltur. Hvem er jeg? Okay, that basically means I'm spelling out my name with the dots, and there are 5 dots. I live together with the man who's wearing a yellow hat. I am a cheeky little monkey. I am curious, there's a big hint, and also I like to take a bike ride. Who am I? So if you can guess what that is, I'll put the answer down below. Let's look at the next one. Right, moving on to the yellow one. Mit navn det står med prikker. At vokse op i en andegård var ikke nemt. De andre behandlede mig meget slemt. Da jeg blev stor, blev jeg smuk som min mor. Hvem er jeg? So, my name is written with dots. Growing up in a duck farm wasn't easy. The others didn't treat me nicely. When I grew up, I became as beautiful as my mum. Who am I? Okay, I'll put the answer down below. Let's move on to the next one. Right, here goes for the last one, and let's see if you can guess this one as well. Mit navn det står med prikker. Mit hår har jeg flettet i fletninger 2, og så går jeg rundt i store sko. Jeg bor i ville kulder, idéer at mit hoved er fuld af. Kan du gætte, hvem jeg er? Okay, so my name is written with dots, and there are 5 dots. I have my hair pleated in 2 pigtails, and I walk around in big shoes. I live in a house called Ville Kulla, and I've got lots of ideas. Can you guess who I am? So as before, I'll put the answers down below, but see if you can guess, see if you can get 3 out of 3. Anyway, back to the books. This is a section of English books for kids. Of course, they have a lot more for Danish kids, but they cater for everybody. I mean, we have Spanish books for kids, Italian books for kids, German books for kids. And a wonderful thing that the library does is they run a lot of events. So you can come down, I used to go there on a Saturday afternoon, and they would run craft things, we make Easter decorations or Christmas decorations. So there's always something going on at the library, or the Stitch and Bitch for the grown-ups, or Danish language, they have a lot of different things. Right, and here's another fun section. These are the magazines, not the most recent version of the magazine, because those are around the corner in the cafe where you can read them but you can't take them home. So let's have a wee look. We have Vi med hund, which is a Danish magazine for dog lovers. We have, of course, Time magazine. You can guess who that is. I see Vanity Fair. Let's see what else. Of course, things like we have lots of interior design magazines, World of Interiors, Yachting Monthly, if anybody's into that. So we do have a fantastic selection here. And remember, Danish libraries, everything is free. You don't pay, and there's no restriction on the amount of things that you can take. Here we are. Chess magazine, Skak, that's what it's called in Danish. If you want some Swedish magazines, Skåne Hem. Let me see what we've got here. Scientific American. And if there's anything that they don't have, you can always ask and they'll find it for you. This is Ottobre. Oh yeah, I used to sometimes take this one. It's, if you're making sewing, knitting, that kind of thing. And what is this? Oh, Ridehesten. Oh, it's a book about, it's a magazine about horses, if you're into horses. I am not into horses. And of course, lots of things. If you see the word mad in Danish, that means food. So it's not about being mad. It's anything. Mad og bolig means food and the house, interiors. And of course, lots of sports magazines about running and health. We also have the kind of usual, House and Gardens. There we go. That's the British version, I think. History. What else? Stamp collecting magazines. And of course, the kind of weekly magazines like Women's Weekly type of thing in Danish, Hensverden. And what we have over here, and then we also have another section just for the music magazines. Oh look, good old NME. I used to get that in the paper form, or my brother did, and I would carry it to school and be showing off. There we are. Rolling Stone. So there is plenty for everyone. Oh, and something even about Eurovision Song Contest. That's the Danish version of Eurovision Song Contest, and it's a book with all the different songs in it. Oh, maybe have a look at that. Opera, anybody? And here's what I was talking about just before this, is the latest version of each magazine. So you can come here and sit down and read. And obviously these ones, you can't take them home because of course everybody wants to read the latest version. But it's nicely organised. Anyway, I'm going to check out my books and hand in the ones that we had. So this is where you check in and check out your material. You can see it here. It's in Danish, but you can also do it in English. But anyway, I'll just do it in Danish. So I am going to aflevering, which means deliver stuff today. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold on, 5 and 6, there we go. So I was delivering 6 things. Now I can say next if I'm just delivering them. And it'll tell me which items I can put behind me. And if somebody has ordered one of these, you would put it down in the hole there. And then one of the librarians, they come and take it at the end of the day and you know, send it on to the next library. So do I need a receipt? I'll say yes, plink kvittering, and that will pop up here. And then if you want to borrow books, it's called udlån, and then you would put in your code, which I won't show you. And also you can put in your security card, your social security card. It works that way as well. Right, that's the 3 of mine. And I'll say next. There we go. And Bob's your uncle. We are done and ready for the weekend. Okay, I'm all done in there, so my usual thing to say is live long and prosper. May the Danish hygge be with you. Hope you've got some good reading stuff yourselves for the Easter vacation, and I shall see you very soon. Bye for now. And before you go, don't forget to check and see if you guessed who the secret snowdrop letters were from. I'll put the video information, that's where you will find the answers. Okay, good luck.